My dad lost his father's beloved auto shop to my aunt's shady new business partner. There are moments in life that rip through you like a gunshot, leaving behind only the wreckage of what you once knew. For me, that moment hit when I was 17, when a promise meant everything, and an act of pure, calculated betrayal turned my entire world to ash. Grandpa Joe died on a Tuesday morning. One second he was under a Honda, the familiar scent of oil and gasoline in the air, teaching me to diagnose engine problems by just listening. The next, he was on the cold concrete, silent, gone. A massive stroke. We buried him in the rain, and all I could think about was the gleam in his eye last week when he promised me his 1967 Mustang for my 18th birthday. Then came the will reading. I watched my dad's face crumple from confusion to pure devastation as the lawyer announced everything. The shop, our home, Grandpa's entire life's work was left to Aunt Michelle. Everything. For 20 years, my dad had bled for that shop. 20 years of opening before dawn, closing after dark, keeping us afloat when the recession nearly took every small business on our street. And Aunt Michelle? She'd been in California for a decade, only to suddenly reappear 6 months ago, claiming she was here to help with Dad's health. The very next morning, she rolled up in her sleek Tesla with Oscar, her business partner, who sauntered through our shop like he already owned the damn place. Within minutes, he was spouting jargon about hemorrhaging money and restructuring, while moving his fancy stuff into Grandpa's office. My dad, a man who built this place with his own 2 hands, was demoted to senior mechanic in his own family's shop. Oscar's first move? Firing Carlos, a man who'd been with us for 20 years, all in the name of cutting overhead. Then came the eviction notice for our apartment right above the shop, citing code violations we'd never even heard of. 60 days. That's all we had to get out. Mom started working double shifts at the hospital, her exhaustion etched onto her face, while Dad's shoulders seemed to slump a little lower every single day. I quit basketball, the one thing I loved, to work at the shop, unpaid, watching Oscar bring in new mechanics who overcharged our regulars and brazenly pocketed cash. One day, Mrs. Henderson, a sweet lady who'd been coming to Grandpa for decades, came to me crying. Oscar had tried to charge her $2,000 for a new transmission, when all she needed was a fluid change. I showed my parents the receipts, concrete proof that Oscar was stealing from the very people Grandpa had dedicated his life to serving. But they were too tired, too broken to fight. Every night, I'd text Grandpa's old number, sending updates about how Oscar was systematically destroying everything we'd built. Dad still showed up at 5 a.m., but only to drink coffee alone in the empty shop. A silent vigil, refusing to. Full story video added in below.